What's going on, guys? It is Goalazio here. Welcome back to another FIFA 20 career mode video. Guys, today I am bringing you a highly requested video. Lately I've been going up on community tab asking you what videos do you want to see, and this one was top of the list out of 141 of you voted or so, and 41% of you voted for this, and it is how effective are player traits in game. Do some of them mean anything? Are some of them just utterly pointless? Guys, if you're asking those questions, you're on the right track, because some are pointless. They don't affect any game whatsoever. They just give you an headache. There's no other way to put it. And some of them literally just don't have any meaning whatsoever. It's just there. It's just there. That's it. There's no other point to actually have it. But I'm going to explain that for you guys today, because it is kind of broken up into a few different sections, in all fairness. But I'll go into a few more details on that in a few moments' time. But guys, make sure you hit that like button. If you're new here, subscribe. Hit that big red button. We closed down 3,000 subs, which is awesome, down to you. So thank you very much. Absolutely brilliant. I'm glad you loved my content. It's awesome. Thank you. But anyway, let's get into the video. Right, guys, so let me start off actually explaining player traits and actually trait categories, because it's actually broken down into several different sections. So if you didn't know, a player trait is actually characteristics, which is apparently unique to certain players. They have a unique set of skills, styles, behaviors, how they actually play in-game, which is really exciting. More notably on the CPU side of things, you will see that. But not all traits function the same way, in all fairness. But one trait has at least one effect and fall into at least one category, in all fairness. But your standard traits, guys, impact player that plays both with a controller and actually with the CPU, in all fairness. So that is more of if you are a player and off the ball, they will act in a certain way, that type of thing. For example, keep a mic come rushing out, that type of thing. So you've got those kind of CPU elements, and then you got players who kind of do certain things when you're controlling them as well. That's usually shot orientated. This is usually when you're playing against the team. For example, like I just said, they keep a rushing out. For example, might do a lot more skill. So if they got a flare trait, that type of thing, just means they got 4-star skill, guys. Doesn't mean anything. And then you have your Cremo traits, which are storyline orientated, do not mean anything for gameplay, just so you know, and which is kind of really annoying. I wish it just did more. I wish it did more for gameplay. It would have been great. It would be great, because you got the leadership trait, which I got a video coming up very soon explaining that, which isn't effective as what you think it is. So, but anyway, yeah, so some of these are really good for you. Some of them just give you an headache. But to actually answer the question, how effective are player traits? I'm going to break this down for you. Yes, they are effective in-game. Essentially, player traits are making the gameplay easier. For example, usually if the ball kind of falls and the player isn't in a correct position to actually get a decent shot off, the player will kind of adjust, try and get a shot off. It may go haywire, time finishing is going to be completely off. Or they will not actually get a shot away, defender will beat them to it. With like an outside the foot shot, a player won't have to adjust as much. They'll just boot it and they're in that perfect position to actually go, you know what, I can hit this with outside the foot. The time finishing goes back to normal. You don't have to risk anything, and you're more likely going to put that into the back of the net. So it really assists your gameplay quite a bit. Like power header, you got a normal header, and then you're coming in, that's going to connect sweet as a nut, and you're going to power right into the back of the net. So, but in all fairness, the main attribute to player traits, it makes the gameplay a lot easier for you. So when you are playing your games, you have these particular players, they're a lot easier. But you have to use them tactically, in my personal opinion. Like, you don't want everyone with similar attributes or similar traits. Like, for example, if you played a 4-1-2-2, your left midfielder who's right-footed, you might think, you know what, I want a finesse shot trait on him. I want to make sure he has that, so when I cut in with him, he can actually kill that a lot better, because you have that option. It gives you that assistance that you actually require. So guys, that was essentially how traits affect the gameplay, for the gameplay traits. So they assist your game. They make it a lot easier. Now you have the ones which assist your storyline and literally have nothing to do with gameplay whatsoever, other than actual dynamic potential. It has all effect because it affects player morale, which affects dynamic potential. So it's essentially like a knock-on effect. Your leadership, one club team player actually have no effect in game whatsoever. They mean literally nothing. All this actually means, to be honest, it just essentially gives you more of a headache to trying to manage player morale and stuff like that in game. Sorry, in the menus even, I should say. So for example, leadership, if they're not captain, he's going to kick off. Best way to put it. One club, if you try to sign him, you're not going to be able to sign him usually. Team player is an interesting one because it's more the fact if you have a player in your side who is a team player, they are not bothered if you don't play him as much. So it is kind of a little bit of a perk, in all fairness, having that particular trait. But doesn't actually affect a player that much. In all fairness, like your leadership, your one club, your team player, doesn't really affect it at all. So if you do sign a player with that, is it going to improve your game? No, it's not. Is it going to make an interesting storyline? Maybe. Is it going to give you an headache? Probably yes. So generally, guys, player traits will affect gameplay. They will assist you quite well without you even noticing, which is great. But then you have your some traits, such as your leadership, one club, and stuff like that. Won't make any difference whatsoever at all. They are utterly pointless to actually have in the game because it doesn't affect any gameplay. It just affects the storyline a little bit, which is good, which is nice, but doesn't really think, you know what, if I had a leader and I have him as a captain, it'd be good if I boost his morale across the actual board, but it doesn't actually affect it whatsoever. But anyway, guys, so that, I'm sorry if that's not what you expected the answer to be, but the player traits assist you drastically in a game. But some of them are utterly pointless in the menu. So it's up to you how you actually use them. So what I'm going to do soon, right, what I'm really excited actually, is bring a video out for certain positions which I think are suited to certain traits, which I think would be really helpful in all fairness. Like midfielders, what would you have as a midfielder? Would you want someone with flair? Or would you prefer that out on the wing? Let me know in that comment section below. Be interested in your opinions. I'll give you a shout out next time I do a video like this. But anyway, guys, my name is Goalazio. Thank you very much for watching. Make sure you hit that like button. Of course, if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe. But anyway, guys, I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.